yourself for the ultimate blast. As Dante's Peak explodes onto home video August 19th.
Oh, God.
What the hell?
Destined to be this summer's biggest rental release. An epic adventure, packed with adrenaline-pumping action.
Don't look back!
And breathtaking state-of-the-art special effects.
Go, children, go! Come on!
Starring Pierce Brosnan and Linda Hamilton. Directed by Roger Donaldson, director of Species, Cocktail, and No Way Out. From Gale Ann Hurd, producer of the box office hits Terminator, Terminator 2, The Abyss, and Aliens. Critics call Dante's Peak a thrilling blockbuster adventure. The most explosive film of the decade. Watch in amazement. This is a whole new league. Universal Studios Home Video will support this extraordinary $70 million box office event with a post-street consumer radio advertising campaign, plus a strong lineup of POP, including banners, posters, a standee, and shelf talkers. And there will be no pay-per-view for 45 days. Don't forget, Dante's Peak is part of Universal Appeal 3. Stay tuned for details. Dante's Peak blasts onto videocassette in 3 different versions on August 19th, 1997. A THX pan and scan version, plus a THX pan and scan version and a THX widescreen version, both with 15 minutes of exclusive behind-the-scenes footage. Dante's Peak from Universal Studios Home Video.
Who edited that? People will be glad to know we're watching the pan and scan version this evening.
Ah.
I love how they boasted that was a thing back then. It's the pan and scan one, not the widescreen one.
I remember in grade school having kind of minor arguments with people about full screen versus widescreen DVD because we all still had the box TVs.
Yeah, it shrunk the image. Just half the image is showing, they would say. And you say no. Twice the image is showing.
I was the idiot who argued for widescreen, and about 5 years later, I felt very justified.
Same here. I was buying widescreen VHS or DVDs probably by them. Ditched this, despite the 15 minutes of extra behind-the-scenes footage of this film. But welcome anyway, Stephen.
It's good to be here.
After that very long intro video. But yes, now, what's Bond doing in this? Because he already had a hit this year with Tomorrow Never Dies.
Well, Tomorrow Never Dies would come out in December of that year. Dante's Peak was February. So this was one of 2 or 3 films that Brosnan did in between GoldenEye and Tomorrow Never Dies. And he learned well from his predecessors about not being stuck to the role of Bond, that he could do a couple of things in between so as to stave off boredom there.
Yeah, you can't just sit there waiting for the call from the Broccolis. But yeah, he did have a good run of other films in the 90s, as we mentioned. But it's a long film with a long intro, so if we cue this up, I don't know where this tape is. I think it's right at the Universal logo, so I'll pause it there. You let me know when you see that.
All right, I've got it on my end.
Sounded like a ending to a Bond film that Q said something like that. But it's a Universal picture. Remember those people making films?
And then they would end up helping to distribute Craig's last Bond film.
Ah. But yes. Oh, hang on. What are you doing down there? Get up there. Guest of honor.
Oh,
right. Let's say hi to everyone. Well, get into this. Jeff is here. Good evening, gentlemen. Gentlemen again. Oh, look. Respect at last. A great film. Brosnan in his peak years. Well, I did look when I was scrolling through to find out what other films he did around this thing. He has done a lot in the last 25 years. Most of them I don't even know about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when I can find his work recently, I try to watch it.
I did watch the Thursday Murder Club, which came out recently
Mm-hmm.
on Netflix. He's not in it that much, and he's playing an old Labour politician or something, liberal politician who was fighting for all justices back in the day, and now he's in a care home with other big celebrities. Damn, who was the bad guy in Tomorrow Never Dies? Jonathan Pryce. He's in it as
Jonathan
well.
Pryce. Mm-hmm.
He's in it as well. I only just realised they were in the same film now, but yeah. So Jeff is here. Yvonne's here. Good evening. James Bond meets Sarah Connor. Yes, I do love this film. One of my favorite non-Bond Brosnan films. So yes.
Yeah, I just have a really almost silly kind of connection with it to me,
Cool.
in that, I grew up in Washington State, so volcanoes were very much a thing that I was interested in. All my friends were more dinosaurs or whatnot. I liked natural disasters, and so with Mount St. Helens happening about 20 years before, I read just about every book I could of the subject.
Nice.
And I discovered this, I want to say, just before I got into Bond, but I had played GoldenEye by that point, so I knew who Pierce Brosnan was.
Right. Yeah, it's got a hell of a downer opening, like these things usually do. These disaster films to show they've got trauma already and they're about to get a lot more.
Well, we need to justify why this volcanic eruption is the one that we're following. It's because Pierce falls in love again.
Yes, with Linda Hamilton, who they became firm friends even after filming ended. So there we go. I'm slightly behind. There we go. Right. So who else is here? Ian Grant here. Yes, the best volcano film of the 90s. There were others, but yeah, it was direct competition, of course, with Tommy Lee Jones and Anne Hesh.
That film has a lot more recognizable stars than I knew at the time.
I think it's got the Zodiac Killer's in it, I think, isn't he? From Fincher's Zodiac.
Mm-hmm.
But words and pictures is here. Oh yes, Pete Hamilton being a MILF, I guess. Of it. Sean's here. He's just got back from the cinema. Oh yeah, exactly. What did you see, Sean? Oh, the new Conjuring. Are you going to go and see that?
I'm not a big horror guy, although the last film I saw was the re-release of Jaws on Monday.
Nice.
Yeah, I had a friend living around here whose girlfriend had never seen it, so
what?
Yeah, so it was an excuse to do a good double date. So
cool. But yes, this one's been described as following the same story as Jaws, where
it is.
Okay.
It's one man versus everybody else trying to warn the town, and the town officials are trying to get him to downplay it. It obviously, Jaws borrows that from some other classic stories. The big one being Heinrich Ibsen's An Enemy of the People.
Excellent. But yeah, this is quite a gory beginning because she gets a massive hole in her head, basically.
Yep.
And then she's going, and it's like, oh, there's a big hole in the roof, and you're like, uh-oh. So, should have left the town sooner, which comes into play later, of course. Oh, yes, Thomas Crown Affair, which I think the second remake is coming out soon.
Yeah, that's so weird to me. Yeah, Thomas Crown Affair is up there for non-Bond Brosnan things, but I also have a special fondness for Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yes. Your tan's a bit muddled, much like your accent.
It was a run by fruiting.
Oh, did you get them, dear? Well, yeah.
That's half the fun of his scenes, is just watching Brosnan try not to break character.
Exactly. Try not to stay character. Do not laugh. Do not, because there's probably so many outtakes where he's just pissing himself laughing. Hey, Mike. Thank you. What an intro. Exactly. I had to cut half it off because the first half is like a full trailer. Then it gets to the saying about how much money it's going to make you in your video shop when you. It's not Gender Bond. Don't think he was cinematographer on this. He was the full-time director by this, wasn't it? Roger Donaldson, isn't it?
Yeah.
I always confuse it with Roger Spottiswoode, of course, who did do Tomorrow Never Dies.
Yeah, no, Donaldson had a few things. I think the first film he did, or one of the first was a remake on Mutiny on the Bounty. But he was attracted to this film in particular because he actually, in college, was debating between the motion picture business and geology. So he was a big proponent on trying to get as much of this scientifically as accurate as possible. Now, obviously, it's still a movie, so it takes many liberties with some volcanic eruptions, but the basic skeleton of this is about right for a cascade eruption.
Yeah. And of course, they used a real town that they took over for a few months and then superimposed a volcano in the background, which works very well. That would
be Wallace, Idaho, which I have been to a couple of times. Because I'm the only person in the world that would drive out of his way to go see this thing. And it looks pretty much like it does in the film.
Okay, cool. Because, everything but the volcano, I think, it's not that hilly in the background, but it is impressive.
Yeah, no, it's stuck in the northern panhandle of Idaho. There's not really snow-capped mountains right where it is. It's just kind of nestled in all of these green hills.
I would definitely go to stay there for the night. If I could.
Oh yeah, it's very isolated, getting you away from society, which I think is part of the attraction of it.
Because I think the real town has about 700 to 800 people, isn't it? It says.
Yeah, if it was more than 2,000, I'd be surprised.
Yes, Pierce was in another disaster film. Die Another Day.
It's one way to look at it. I would also count Black Adam as part of that, but oh well.
Oh, he was the best thing about that, wasn't he?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I would have cast him as Dr. Fate, but it was nice to have him.
Exactly. He was surprised because he did another film with Spottiswoode, or is it Donaldson, whichever one did this film. November Man. Which I haven't seen. Is it any good? Have you seen it?
It's an okay watch for an afternoon, sure.
Cool. Saw this film and thought it was okay. I do enjoy it, but it's just the chemistry between the leads because nothing really happens for 53 minutes, I think, 54 minutes.
Yeah, it asks you to wait for about half the movie before it starts getting going on the disaster element. And yeah, I'm not going to pretend like this is a great film or anything like that. It's just one of those guilty pleasures I had as a kid, and I watched it quite a bit.
Yeah, I saw it in the cinema. I didn't see Volcano. I never fancied that, and I've only seen it a couple of times since.
It's been a number of years since I've seen that one, so I couldn't tell you how I feel about it now. It wouldn't be fair.
Yeah.
But I do remember it being fairly silly.
Oh yes. There's a guy who walks through the lava and it starts dissolving through
That's
it.
the big thing I remember.
Chucks his very heavy friend about 20 feet to get him out of the lava. But yeah. And he goes, melting like the Wicked Witch. It does make this one, would make a better double bill with Twister than any other films. It's very similar with a team of experts and a couple chasing things or not running away in this one. So we got the she's the mayor in this one, but she's doesn't want to lose the big business headed their way. Oh, there you go. Dante's Peak is free on Archive.
I believe it.
Okay, yeah. It's weird what gets on there. I guess by some point they stop caring. Oh, Twister is better. Twister is way better. Oh, dear.
I'm not going to argue that.
I do love Twister. I even like the new Twister film. So
I haven't seen the new one.
Okay. It does stick very close to the original, so that's why it works. Nomads, yes. Directed by Predator and Die Hard director, wasn't it? McTiernan, and it's one of his first film. But yeah, it's a weird one. Nomads. Of course, we got the sexy teens. Oh my god, it's really hot. But yeah. Keep it PG, though.
Well, it's PG-13, but you still can't do a nip slip unless you're Bond.
It's a 12 here. Yes, got to be careful though. Bond can get away with it. There is occasional mild language. Disaster action volcano is the theme, with some moderate horror, but no sex or nudity.
Yeah, I think it deserves a PG-13 just for how Grandma Ruth dies.
Do you think it would have been better if she like dissolved to a skeleton in the water?
Oh my gosh.
Get to pull her out. Or pull her out and just her legs are just bones, like in Piranha 3D.
Yeah, like obviously T2 is so much grittier and gory than this, and yet I don't recall hearing a whole lot of people that were like, yeah, I just had nightmares from T2. I have heard a lot of people say that they had nightmares based off of this film with Grandma Ruth dying.
Most people can't stand it, although it is based on a true story of a woman that wouldn't leave her
okay,
house.
so there's a slight correction I got to give there. So it's an old man. His name was Harry Truman. He lived on the north end of Spirit Lake for Mount St. Helens, and it was very much the same thing. He had lived there for many years and was quite insistent that he was far enough away, he would be fine. And even if he wasn't, he would have rather died died there by his beloved mountain. And sure enough, the way St. Helens erupted, I doubt the guy had more than about 60 seconds to live.
Whereas this one, she's got plenty of time to get out of there several times. Yeah. And
here I feel as though she's portrayed a little too antagonistic, too much like a stubborn idiot.
Yeah.
Like, I could understand if it was a principled thing, but she never brings up the principles. She's just like, the mountain's never going to hurt us.
I could put my head in the shark's mouth. I'm fine.
Yeah.
So yes, pay attention to this place underground that we're investigating right now. So yeah, it will come in handy later. Oh, Mike's here. Hello, Mike. But yes, much as Bronson loves Moonraker, this is more science fact than actual Moonraker is.
Yes.
So.
Yes, it is.
But yeah, give Bronson a laser gun in this. That'd be cool. The only thing I always gets me, the worst thing is the factual thing, is the car going over the lava, because I think it would just disintegrate the whole.
Yeah, lava gets so hot that like the car would kind of blow up instantly.
That's the only thing that I think. Oh, now you're pushing it.
Mm-hmm. But in reality, having lava here is weird to begin with Cascade volcanoes. Lava flowing up does happen occasionally, but not in the same eruption as like the big pyroclastic cloud. Those are two different processes within the mountain.
Yeah. Oh, where's the pictures? We're at 14 minutes, 25, 26, 27.
Yeah.
Ish. But yeah. Yeah, wait, Ian's seen this. Yeah, everyone's more surprised that Ian's actually seen this. It's not a sequel, so I don't... Did any of the big films get a direct-to-video sequel? I don't think so, did they? Like Volcano...
The disaster
Twist,
stuff?
Yeah, Twist has had
no.
several copycats, but nothing that was officially a sequel. We got
I want
Fire
to say
Tornadoes.
that there was a copycat TV movie of the week that was released around Twister time that starred Bruce Campbell.
I was thinking of that. I was trying to think what the name was, but yeah.
It was probably something like just Tornado or something like that.
I think that is it. With an exclamation mark or something.
Mm-hmm.
Lorenzo's, yeah. Dante Speak, awesome classic filler of a movie. Pierce Bronson's amazing entertaining character. Volcano movie, amazing. Both this movie and Tomorrow Never Dies came out the same year. Exactly. Oh, the new twist is horrid to Josh, who thinks Double Dragon's a work of art. Different things. Yes, I can't even... Pyroclastic cloud. Apparently, Pierce Brosnan practiced for 6 days in the mirror to get that right. So he could do his big line.
Well, it makes me wonder, like, you know, with the medical drama House with Hugh Laurie being British. Like, how much did he have to practice some of those words in an American accent?
Yeah. So 97 had the Titanic as the obvious winner of the year. Bean was second. The other disaster movie. Men in Black, Batman and Robin was fourth that year. Lost World fifth. Liar Liar sixth. Air Force One at 7. Speed 2 at 8. Star Wars New Hope re-release, which put this off the top spot or prevented it from getting to the top spot. At 9, and As Good as It Gets at 10. So.
Yeah, quite a few mediocre movies coming out that year.
Yeah.
Although I do like Air Force One.
Yes, that is good fun. Yeah, I think out of that top 10, apart from Star Wars, I think Air Force One is the one I'd watch the most.
Yeah, I've probably seen that one the most. Although I am a fan of Titanic.
The second half. The second
both halves. I think it's an effective movie. It's not amazing, but for a movie that's a little over 3 hours long, I've seen a lot of others that really drag.
Oh yeah,
I think that film actually. James Cameron's usually pretty good with pacing in his movies.
Yeah, he knows when to hit the brakes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, then Good Will Hunting at 11, My Best Friend's Wedding, Tomorrow Never Dies at 13, Full Monty at 14, Face Off, George of the Jungle, Scream 2, Con Air, Contact, and Hercules at 20.
Man, that's taking me back.
Yeah, Flubber at 21, Return of the Jedi at 22, Empire Strikes Back at 23. Let's see where this. Oh, Dante's Peak was 26. And then you got Anaconda at 27. Where the Saint, of course, another reboot. 32. Where did that? Keep going down until I find Volcanoes at 43. Didn't do as well.
Which is funny because it was critically more liked than Dante's Peak, but Dante's Peak was the winner in terms of box office. And this might just be my personal experience running through. I don't hear a lot of people talk about Volcano except in conjunction with this film. I've heard people mention this film without having to bring up the other.
Yes, that is true. Oh, dead squirrels covered in maggots. Lovely. But this film could have lost one of the kids jumping in. What do you think? A different type of film if they'd done that, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Now, I'm trying to pay attention because there's the dog who disappears for most of the movie. He just does whatever the hell he wants. I'm not
As
sure.
dogs are wont to do.
I guess he's a countryside dog, so yeah. Oh, Pierce is getting the whiff of sulfur. Here he goes. You think, oh no, the kid's going to boil. No! Don't jump in. Oh! Then it goes horror film. Don't look, pal. You'd already seen them. Because what is the distance this volcano could take out? Because the small town's at the base, but there's probably a lot of other people and towns and places nearby.
Yeah. Given the lateral blast that it's taking from St. Helens, and this movie very much is not shying away from basically being St. Helens again.
Yes.
Oh, geez. That cloud went out good 10, 15 miles out north and then kind of picked up, and like there was a whole second zone that was basically like burned rather than flattened as before. Like there's stages of that disaster zone. But I mean, just the ashfall from this thing, if it's anything like St. Helens, I mean, Yakima, Spokane, even Wallace, Idaho, they were blanketed with ash for about a day or so, at least after the volcano.
Yeah, because they visit St. Helens to film the actual inside of volcano bit for this, don't they? And
I'm sorry, it's really obvious to me. Which it's weird. If they had never brought up St. Helens in this movie, I think I might have been able to go with it a little bit more. But because St. Helens exists with that same type of eruption, it really boggles my mind that you have two very similar ones within 20 years of each other in the same mountain range, in the same state.
Luckily, I didn't even know there was a St. Helens until investigating this. As such, I remember. I think I maybe remember the news because I'd have been 8 or something by the time when it happened.
Yeah, no, this is just me growing up with a fascination of this thing. Anyways, it's kind of like it's just whenever you get together with someone that like they do like a war movie or something like that, they point out all of the flaws and the tactics and the gun handling, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm not going to disagree with you, but
yeah, hold my beer while I discuss volcanoes. Although for all we know, Blofeld's underneath that thing anyway, so. I was just trying to match the gingerhead. Well, he was gingerhead actor there, who's his boss. Unfortunately, he passed away
Charles
after filming.
Hallahan.
That's him from The Thing. Everyone remembers him from when his chest burst open and his head popped off.
Mm-hmm.
I was scrolling through. I thought, who the hell is this very attractive woman in this picture? And of course, it's the little girl has grown up, just like that.
Yeah, she would have been about 8 or 9 when she did this. So yeah,
I thought, it's the same as that Wolverine girl, isn't it? X-23 girl.
Oh, it so throws me off seeing Daphne Keane.
That's it.
Mature now and having boobs. I was just like, oh, that's weird.
It's weird, isn't it? Because the last time we see her is in like X-23, which is supposed to be 10 or something. Grant Heslov in it from other Bond ripoff True Lies, of course. He was in everything, and he was in another volcano movie around this time. See if anyone knows that one. I know you do, but you're nodding.
I know Grant Heslov from his producer work.
He does produce it
because he produced Argo and won the Best Picture for that, which I thought Argo was really great.
It is. I got Zimar in here as well. Peter Jason's from everything, mostly John Carpenter films. He sadly passed away this year. But yeah, it's from the writer of Daylight, Stallone's Daylight.
Leslie Boehm?
Yes. Well, it's Jeffrey Boehm, but without the H, isn't it? Who did all the action films?
Yeah.
But let's have a look. And it's the excellent mix of practical, new digital, just to fix a few things, and miniatures in this again. Which is why it still holds up. Oh, there we go. He's a Dante's Peak virgin. I read Dante's Inferno. It's just a journey through suffering and pain while examining self and meaning to find love. Yes, technically.
There is suffering and pain.
There is suffering and pain. There is love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know that there's a whole lot of self-examination, really.
Well, a little bit, maybe. Bronson coming round after killing one woman. I think Daylight is solid entertainment too. Yes, they kill off well, a lot of people in that. But what's his name from Lord of the Rings? Before that happened, showing off, and then he gets squished. What did Linda Hamilton do after this?
That's a good question.
She's rich enough not to bother. Wasn't she, Mrs. James Cameron at some point?
Well, both Gale Ann Hurd, who produced this movie and the Terminator films before her, and then, Linda Hamilton for a little while.
Okay. She's been doing Resident Alien for the last 21 episodes. 2 years, one series again. I thought I finished. I watched the first and a bit of the second series, but then Dark Fate, which moving straight on. She has done a lot of nice films that none of us would have seen, like The Sunday Horse and stuff like that. Bermuda Tentacles. I need to find this film straight away, which seems to be a asylum film.
I do remember her doing the TV show Chuck.
I just got to that. Yeah, 12 episodes of Chuck.
With Zachary Levi and Yvonne Strahovski.
Yeah. But yeah, that's 2010 to 2012.
That's a while ago.
It does, yeah. I used to watch that. It was good fun. But yeah, Home by Christmas, In Your Dreams, lots of family-friendly stuff. But yeah, as far as something the average Joe would have watched, she's a lot of voiceover work for animation.
Yep, that's right, because she was in an episode of Batman Beyond.
So yeah, she did Shadow Conspiracy the same year as this. But apart from that, that is Terminator 2. Mr. Destiny, which I also enjoy. This is in King Kong Lives in 86. Black Moon Rising, which is written by James Cameron, but with Tommy Lee Jones. But yeah, she hasn't.
Although,
much
Josh, I will say, the shite Terminator movie, aren't they all after T2?
Yeah, she
just different degrees.
Yeah, she's in Stranger Things this year, isn't she? Hasn't come out yet. Yeah, Tat movies then returned for the triumphant Dark Fate. That was supposed to be the selling point with that film, and
yeah, and I remember like a very brief light of, oh, this is the best since T2, and then nobody talks about it with any fondness like right after.
Yes, because it was a story by James Cameron. Linda Hamilton's back. Arnold's back. He pops up halfway through, I guess. But yeah. Dark shot. Oh dear. I need to find that New York volcano film I sent you the clip. That it looks incredible. Sold volcano in New York.
Why not?
It's just
every other disasters happen to that city.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I never watched Beauty and the Beast because I never knew what it was about. Was it a romantic thing? I don't think it was I think it was solving crimes or something, were they?
The CBS show?
Yeah.
It had the romance part of it, but I think there was kind of a Law and Order vibe to it as well.
Okay.
I haven't seen much of it.
No. I used to watch occasionally, but then I can't remember a damn thing about it. But yeah, I seem to remember it being more about romance than anything else. But yeah.
Yeah, I just remember I think Linda was an attorney in that.
Right.
That's where that came in.
Oh yes, of course, The Core, another disaster film of this time. That one's less remembered, but yeah, I enjoyed The Core. That's a good disaster movie fun. Totally realistic, but yeah. Here we go. Now there's a bit here where Pierce does get taken up. Looks like it's done live at the St. Helens, where he goes up in the helicopter. When they rope him up.
This lava dome no longer exists, especially in the same format, because about 7 or 8 years after this movie, there was a series of explosions at St. Helens, which destroyed this lava dome and formed a new one in its place. And I was in the state when that happened. I remember seeing that in the news. And I actually do distinctly remember in middle school, one day about midday or so, just hearing like a very sudden and short roar. And I had no idea what it was. And then an hour later found out that St. Helens exploded. And that's actually pretty consistent with what I know, that volcanic eruptions, when they do happen, on good clear days like it was that day, you can hear the explosion for a few hundred miles.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, like the 1980 eruption, you could hear it all the way from Vancouver, BC to like the north of California.
Bloody hell.
Uh-huh.
Nature don't play. Here we get Pierce Brosnan, future dad, stepdad.
Which he had his own kids from his
Of
first
course,
marriage.
yes.
But I don't think he was married to his current wife, Keely, at this point. I think they were still just dating.
All right.
Somebody could correct me on that.
I remember this clip. I see. Send it again. I don't remember it, but unless it was so bad, it was gone on my memory. Yes, so having a volcano expert.
No, just an enthusiast. But yeah, like I sort of get where Charles Hallahan is coming from this, but also like the way this movie's structured, Pierce is obviously going to be right. Wouldn't that be a twist in the movie? They advertise volcanic eruption and you don't get any.
Yeah, it's just he was wrong. He gets fired and doesn't get off with Linda Hamilton, and like just gets bar work or something, I guess.
Yeah, but it is still a topic that interests me, volcanoes, and I try to keep up with some of the more recent ones, particularly here in the States.
Okay. Actually, my auntie who lived in New Zealand, it would have been probably early 80s. She came to visit and she bought me some black glass volcanic stuff. Unfortunately, I lost it over the years, which I'm gutted about, but that was cool. And then, yeah, of course, New Zealand has one or two of these things.
Oh, yeah. I remember watching a documentary, and I'm trying to remember if it was New Zealand, of a volcanic eruption that happened like 6 or 7 years ago. There was like a tourist group that actually went into the volcano just as like one of these regularly scheduled touristy things. And there was a minor volcanic explosion that happened there while they were in the crater. So like most of them suffered burns or something like that.
I think I remember that. Yeah, now you say.
Yeah, it was a documentary on Netflix. Thought it was really interesting.
Yeah, because there's no warning for these things unless you're monitoring like they do here.
Yeah, it's really tough because more often than not there are some signs, but as Pierce says in this movie, predicting volcanic eruptions is not an exact science. They've gotten better over the years. Mount St. Helens helped a lot, but yes, volcanoes can go from 0 to 60 that quickly.
Yep. This is why there's many of these volcano experts perish.
Yeah.
It's just it's not a safe
volcanology job. For people who actually do field work, it's not a very long career.
Yes. You got to get in your fire suit and traipse through lava. Because there's getting good footage these days, because there's those people that will sacrifice their drones for the footage of going into lava and volcanoes and stuff, so humans don't have to. Oh, I forgot to mention, when Pierce was taking pictures earlier, that was Pierce Brosnan's own camera he was using.
Yeah, Pierce studied as an artist. Have you ever seen his painted works?
No.
He posts them every so often on his Instagram. He's really good. So he, like a lot of folks in this business, keeps around a camera so he can take pictures of everything he does.
Nice.
Yeah, he's quite good. If he hadn't have been an actor, he might have been a half decent artist.
So we get the coffee scene.
I'm sure there's some coffee aficionado that might cringe at something she says in the movie. I don't know.
Yeah. Keep your beans in the freezer. Takes the.
I mean, I don't know. I find coffee quite disgusing, but
okay.
Yeah, so it's funny because the rest of my family went to Starbucks quite religiously. I actually have a Starbucks just down the street from me. that I take my dog to sometimes. But yeah, it's one of the few places that just I don't like anything there.
There we go. Right. Good old technology. Because Windows 95 there.
The pinnacle.
Yes, it was such a game changer because it was all visual and not just all command block prompts and stuff.
Yeah, I think my first computer was had Windows 95 on it.
Yeah. And we're only up to Windows 11, so it's been 30 years.
Yeah, it's not like Microsoft's ever been great at its numbering.
Well, yeah. Well, we had XP, we had what was this Millennium, we had 2000, and Vista, of course, which was very popular.
Yeah, but you even think about it in terms of Xbox, you get Xbox and 360, and then One, and then Series, and I'm just like, is there any logic to this?
No, what? Just name it numbers like the PlayStation. I don't even know
just do numbers,
what version I've got anymore.
You can just do numbers, or you can just stick to a title and then just upgrade with that title. I don't care what you do, just consistency, please.
Yeah, I'm also glad there's no volcanoes near me because I would not sleep soundly.
No, you got your own problems. That's one unfortunate thing in the world. If you don't have the kind of natural disaster you're seeing, you might get another one at some point.
That is true. We had some rain yesterday. But talking of which, the disaster, because the dam goes and then floods the river, so that's going to cause problems way down the rest of the country.
Yeah, when it comes to Cascade volcanoes, the pyroclastic clouds do a fair amount of damage, but the single biggest driver of costs with them are lahars, which are the mud rivers. They're superheated and they basically act like big walls of concrete. Just taking out just about everything.
Okay, well, I was going to say later on there was a chance the guy survived on the bridge, but
yeah, no, not likely.
Not if he's hit by
no, even if he could swim, he would have been boiled alive.
Okay. Yes, even sadder that he passed away after making this film.
I know. He's such a good actor. When I see him in things, I get excited.
Yeah, because everyone knows him in the thing, but he had 9 projects after this that he managed to film.
Yeah,
before he finished. We did get earthquakes. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
No, it's okay. No, where I'm living, I can definitely get earthquakes and have from time to time.
Yes, the thing. Unfortunately, he was in The Pest with, but it was in The Fan with Robert De Niro. But yeah, a lot of TV shows. NYPD Blue. He's in Space Jam, uncredited. But yeah, and Hunter. I love Hunter. Jag, because yeah, one of those persons that can just turn up in an episode of anything you watch. Like Warlock, The Armageddon. Who's in Body of Evidence, of course, the famous Madonna film. Yeah, we get earthquakes in the UK. I've never felt one myself, but they're mostly the Midlands, like Birmingham gets them. Only minor ones, nothing that will destroy a house. You get loose tiles, I think is the worst you can get at the moment. I do appreciate them showing the background in this, because it does show that they are actually up high and it's all real, which is definitely what they'll do now if they did this today.
Yeah, no, these shots with Pierce and the other guy, this is just on a backlot there in LA, but they did shoot some of the shots at the crater of Mount St. Helens, and you can tell because you see another snow-capped mountain in the background, and that's Mount Adams, which is about 30 or 40 miles to the east.
Right.
It's one of the quieter volcanoes in the Cascades, but they're still not comfortable in calling it extinct yet. So,
yeah, never say never, isn't it?
Yeah, no, Mount St. Helens is actually by far the most active of any of the volcanoes in this particular range. Though it's the youngest, it's also one of the smallest. It's just a troublesome child.
So, what are your thoughts on was it Yellowstone Park being a super volcano?
Yes, Yellowstone, which I have been to a couple of times. It's just a beautiful place. All the volcanic activity that happens there, that gives you this really colorful mosaic there. But like, I'm not too worried about it exploding anytime soon.
Okay.
And even if it was going to explode soon, I'm within a certain radius of it that I'd probably be dead before too long.
Dear. But yeah, so yeah, they started off the scene up on the mountain. Of course, as soon as the guy starts walking down, they just cut to, like you said, the set where they built this massive section. I think it's just a lot of the volcano stuff they've just built in the car park.
Yeah. And a fair amount of the volcanic explosion, like at the very end of the movie, is miniature.
Yeah. Very convincing, though. So
oh, yeah.
A bonus, isn't it?
Like, it's only been until I finally got a hold of, like, the Blu-ray version and just watching it through for my review that I started to pick out, like, okay, that's obviously looking fairly fake. Because for a long time, I thought it was just the lava, which was the problem child. But, like, if you watch the pyroclastic explosions, you could tell those were kind of done fairly last minute. But, like, I'm not noticing that in the moment unless I'm looking for it.
Yeah, exactly. Because, yeah, the lava is obviously 90s CGI, same as Congo, which was the answer to earlier's quiz. Oh, he's down. Send the chopper. Except the guy's negotiating. What a git.
So such a dick move.
Yeah, that's why we have to... Oh, it's glad he crashed and killed all those people later on.
Yep.
You got to make him a bit bad guy.
Which I got to raise a complaint there. I mean, he's been a helicopter pilot for who knows how long. Even if he's not very familiar with volcanic eruptions, he had to have been thinking, oh, crap, I've got all this dust and rot getting in my engines. Like, how did he not realize that was going to kill him?
Yeah. Money's no good to him now. So, yeah, they had the one shot there where the helicopter goes above and you get them, and then you do see it in one shot. So they had to fly over their homemade model. But yeah, I think we see Pierce get winched up in a minute.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we get gray skies. Not on the California level, no. We're not expecting a big one. But you can never know. So yeah, I'm trying to think of natural disasters. We're close to is it Greenland or Iceland that has the volcanoes?
Iceland has quite a few volcanoes.
And then that one that popped off twice now, causing flight problems, was about all it did. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, you have volcanoes on the European mainland. You know, Italy is notable. But there's more to it. No, I remember reading at a very young age Jules Verne's Journey to the Center of the Earth,
right?
Which has them descend into a volcano in Iceland and then come up through a different one in Italy. Yeah, Jules Verne's taking great liberty, but of course, he's a writer first. But
yeah, they kept that one in the film.
Yeah, but man, did that guy help in the development of science fiction?
We wouldn't have got Back to the Future 3 without him.
The peak of his contributions. That one's actually probably my favorite of the three.
Oh.
Yeah. Not that I don't like the other two. I do. Third one's probably my favorite.
Because it used to be 1 and then 2 and then 3 for me. Then when they came out, and then obviously 3 is my second favorite now.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Yeah, the first is a classic. Don't get me wrong, and the second's a lot of fun too. But the third, I like how different it is to the other two.
Yeah, they were clever enough to have a go over the first film, but from a different angle in the second film, and then do it completely different for the third film. So I don't know if they would have done the third film where they go back again for a third
right?
time.
Yeah, that would have been too much.
I don't believe it, but yeah, we got to go back to 1955 again. I promised you 2 days. I gave you a week. Who's paying these people? Is this a government job?
I think the USGS is subsidized. Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, because Western fan, of course. Jeff agrees with you about Back to the Future 3.
Oh, good.
He's biased.
Glad there's someone.
There's all those nods to old Westerns in it. They're giving the gooey eyes to each other. I wish they'd given him kept his Irish accent for this one. That would have been interesting. Because when was is it Live Wire? That's one of his I always enjoy. Where he's a bomb disposal expert. I think it was before.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah. It's completely ridiculous. They made a bomb, well, a binary bomb or something that's liquid, and it looks and tastes just like water. So the person drinks this liquid, and then they explode just like a proper bomb, taking out everything. And of course, someone's using it for nefarious deeds, and only one man can stop him. When is it? GoldenEye 95. Oh, 92. There you go. Same year as Lawnmower Man. So yeah, he's Danny O'Neill in that one. So yeah,
very Irish.
But yeah, it's like 80-something minutes, and it's great fun watching these people because they start going crazy and start eyes melting and stuff like that, and then they explode. Yeah, Mrs. Doubtfire 93. Yeah, he was very busy. I haven't seen Entangled in 93, where he's Garavan. Somebody I've got to keep up with you. Don't Talk to Strangers, a TV movie. It was in the remake of Love Affair. The Detonator films, they're just... I don't know. What are they? Would you say Death Train and Night Watch, where he's Mike Graham?
Him being sad he didn't get the action heavy role in 87. That's what I attribute a lot of those to.
Yeah, backup plans.
Yep.
I would say I think Fox's Irish accent is worse than Van Dyke's Cockney accent. Oh, Michael J. Fox, yeah. Oh, to be sure, this is my uncle. There, yeah. That is true.
And then there's loads of great accents we can make fun of. Keanu Reeves and Dracula.
There you go. Hey, Myers is in the house. I was what, 94. I need to cover that one at some point. Because, yeah, I don't know what... I guess early 90s and Irish bombers went hand in hand because we had Blown Away as well.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Jeez. Yeah, I guess someone found a formula.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't seen... Yeah, have you seen Mobland yet?
I haven't. Show? It's on my watch list.
Same here. Yeah, he's supposed to... He's Irish, but he's got an awful Irish accent.
Well, he's everything I've ever seen him do, he really doesn't do an Irish accent. And, you know, I did grow up watching Remington Steele, yes. Which was like the first major thing that anybody knew him from. He doesn't really have an Irish accent in that show either.
No, he hides it well. Taffin, he got...
Yeah, so I wonder if it just like it's so muddled.
Yeah, I guess has he been to the home country for a while? It's like when he did that GoldenEye commentary during the lockdowns, and his normal accent was there with the hint of Irish.
Oh yeah, but it was still that kind of weird mid-Atlantic thing that he's adopted for a long time.
Yes, because I'm trying to think, what was the one? Was it a big Netflix film he did? The Outlaws was in 2023. I think he's playing British Irish in that one. What's his character? Billy McDermott, of course. There you go. Brosnan has access to confusion. He doesn't have an accent anymore. He's mid-Atlantic, like you said. Yeah, like you said, like Tom Hardy.
Like Tom Hardy. Yep.
I guess. Yeah, they say Arnie's lost his accent, and he just puts it on whenever he's in public now. Because he's been in America for like 50-something years. Sulfur dioxide. Ugh.
And this is another very notable eruption that he notes here, Mount Pinatubo in the Philippines.
Yes.
Yeah. It happened in 1991, so about 11 years after St. Helens. What was interesting about it, not only was it quite a bit larger than Mount St. Helens, but it was a relatively isolated volcano. Most of the natives didn't even know it existed when it started going up. It took a few weeks to get to the big eruption, but even like if you've seen pictures of the eruptions before the big eruption, you would still think, oh wow, these are rather huge. The day that it erupted, there was a typhoon that was coming in about 70 miles to the north, and so like both the volcanic eruption and the typhoon together like really did havoc. But thankfully, because some of the scientists there were supplemented by people from the United States that had worked with Mount St. Helens, St. Helens taught them a lot about volcanic awareness and preparedness for this thing. And so they were able to evacuate thousands of people in the weeks beforehand. So like it still did a lot of damage, but it didn't take nearly as many lives as you would have expected.
Oh, good. Oh, something. Because I don't know if they'd evacuate my town. There's not that many ways out, so it would get busy, but it's not the biggest town either, so I think no one would be paying attention to traffic lights, would they? Yeah, I'm still not sure if I find Hamilton hot or not. She's got in there, she is. But yeah, this was. What do we say? This was. It's only like 10. Feels like 10 years ago. I saw it in the cinema, but yeah.
No, this movie's 28 years ago now.
Bloody hell! Let me check my poll. Who was which film? Volcano or Dante's Peak is more popular? And Dante's Peak by 79%. 117 votes.
That's usually been my experience. I hear more people talk fondly about this one. And I'm not entirely sure why, because like both of them were well distributed. Like every time I walked into a Blockbuster or Hollywood Video, I saw Volcano there. So like it was plenty available.
Because I have the X rental of Volcano and the retail, but I've only got the retail of Dante's Peak. I thought I had the DVD, but I don't. Mom, it's her decision.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Yeah, where are they going? They're going to the meeting at the school.
Yeah, at the high school. Which the high school, that exists there, and it is actually their mascot is the miners, because Wallace, Idaho, was a silver mine town.
Aha!
They have a tour there. It's actually kind of fun going through the silver mines.
Because we have Wookiee Hole near where I am, and it's underground caves, and they've all been formed by water, and there's giant indoor ones that's all mostly open to the public, and they've got it all lit up and stuff. But it does make me think we're deep down underground and one collapse. Yeah, I would still take the kids with me. it's just a meeting at school. They could be bored at the back. But so yeah, they've lost the business straight away.
Yep, he gets a 15-second head start.
Yes, look at that. A phone that's tethered to the wall.
A novel concept.
Yes, what? Crazy that we suffered through that. Because before we had cordless in-house phones, I always wanted one of those extra long cable ones that you Americans have that go around the house. And
Oh yeah, I've had one of those, but pretty early on in my childhood, we managed to splurge and get a wireless one. We still had to put it on the receiver, of course, but
yes. At least you can follow it around the house to find it. Whereas the
Mhm.
cordless one, they did have that button that you could press on the one end that would find the phone, of course, make it ring.
Mm-hmm.
Please be calm, don't push. Yeah, someone's going through a window. But there's the clip, yeah, this picture they use on everything where he goes to look outside, and always reminds me of the scene in GoldenEye when he goes up against the tanker and ready to blow it. It just the same pose. It's like his blue steel.
Mm-hmm.
What do you make of the poster? Do you like the poster?
It's a little basic.
It is. It is the floating head syndrome of the late
Mhm.
90s. And why are they in the middle of this eruption? But it's better than that one where just Brosnan is running away
Yeah.
from the flames and the volcano coming right at him.
Yeah, so like when the commercial at the beginning here like said that they have like a stand-up that they could do, I'm like, a stand-up of what?
Yeah, if you got a talking one as well, you can get. See if I can see a bit there. A small standee. Ooh, I'm gonna have to print that out. You can get Dante's Peak Pioneer Day Festival little tickets. There's no picture. That's a shame. Yeah, no picture of the original standees. La Pique de Dante. Ah, there it is. Right. Only Brosnan can save us now. Oh, it's a proper poster. There we go. I'll share that out. There we go. So,
Yeah.
The collector's edition.
Yeah, that's the DVD that I have.
Cool. I don't know if I'd want that more than just the basic one or not, because
I can't decide.
The less common. So it is. Yeah, it's like I always mix up Brosnan and Bronson.
Yeah, Brosnan.
Especially when I see his face in the comments. But yeah.
It's okay. I have heard professional reviews of Bond films where they say the same thing with Pierce. They call him Pierce Brosnan or Bronson.
I just saw they got the video shop just collapsed. But yeah, this effects of the miniatures cut with real cars crashing and slopes and
yeah, it's pretty seamless.
Yeah,
all of this.
And then yeah, buildings collapsing. I think they set up the miniatures in a giant, what's it called? Air hangar.
Mm-hmm.
That no longer exists, apparently. Look out, Jesus! Where? Yeah, there you go. Bronson is apparently way better than Brosnan. Yeah, that cover is rough. Have I done this already? I didn't realize I had. Hi, Stacey.
I was going to say, I know I haven't. The only thing I've done on this movie is the 16-minute review, which I just did because it sounded like fun to do. I needed a break in between Bond. And that's usually how my channel goes. I do 1 or 2 Bond videos, and then I'll go off and do something else for a little bit and then come back.
It's got the Batman comics and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I did Dark Knight yesterday.
Yes. You have to see that one. It just appeared. But, was it favorable review, I wonder?
Yeah, no. I am the only person on the planet to give a negative review to Dark Knight. What do you think? No, I think that movie's freaking stellar.
Cool.
But I've had a couple of people that's like, are you going to do Batman 89 or The Batman? And I'm like, well, maybe. I've just been kind of Batmaned out for a little bit.
Well, exactly. It's stuff. I'm working on a Batman 89 video, but yeah, it's in pieces. I keep going.
I mean,
back to it.
I do like both of those movies, like quite a bit. But Dark Knight is still the best live action film to me, even if it's not my favorite version of Batman.
It's always the Dutch's fault, yes. So almost a Gen Z. Yes, why would you want to watch this in widescreen? It did look like Brosnan was going to cark it at the end of this one. But then the kids would have to die and everything, so it gets close.
No, this just feels like the movie that has to go for the happy ending formula at the end. So I don't know that I was ever really worried for Brosnan's life. I was worried about the dog.
No one remembers the dog until there's the dog waiting to jump on the van. I love how he has to point out this one's got a snorkel. We're all right. And then all those fucking idiots in their normal cars.
Yeah, and then he gets judgmental on the other guys. It's like, yeah.
They see a car going through a river. You think, oh, it's fine. I wouldn't have known about the snorkel thing. But yeah, it's the car that goes in after him that saves them by pushing them out. It's okay. The water's coming in. The engine's got a snorkel. Look. And cut to a clip of the...
Yeah. Oh, your viewers. They're commenting currently on Mamma Mia right now, and I'm just like, oh no, why do you got to remind me?
Does he die in Mamma Mia? His voice dies in Mamma Mia, yes.
Oh, gosh.
I'm trying to think, has he ever played a bad guy? Apart from, the gangster film with The Long Good Friday, but he wins in that one.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah, I don't think.
I mean, he's played morally ambiguous guys. But I
Yeah.
don't know if he's ever outright played a villain that dies in a movie, or if he has, that just shows my ignorance.
What was he in The Foreigner? I can't remember. If Liam Hennessy, but just misunderstood. No Escape. I haven't seen No Escape. It came up in my chart show.
Like the Matador, he's a more ambiguous guy because he's an assassin. You have the Ghost Rider with Ewan McGregor, and he's a morally ambiguous politician.
He The World's End, but then he's been replaced by a robot. Spoilers. Percy Jackson,
which he's not a bad guy in that.
No.
And I can't have been the only one watching Percy Jackson that was a little disappointed that Sean Bean and Pierce Brosnan are in the same film and they never meet.
No, I'll say for Grease James or something.
That would have been hilarious.
Might be why they're not doing it. But yeah, he's played Robinson Crusoe. Oh, Mars Attacks. Gets his head cut off.
Yeah, Mars Attacks, I think, was the film he did just before this.
I
know it came out in 96, so it came out after GoldenEye.
And he was with The Mirror Has Two Faces, but he's not the main in there. But yeah, I don't think survives Lawnmower Man somehow. A Fourth Protocol. Spoilers. He does get killed off in them. And he is the bad guy. Which will be a future one. But yeah, so they littered this town in shredded paper for this ash scene, didn't they? I don't know. They said they cleaned it up, but I don't know how they would have. I think they just
a bunch of vacuums or whatnot. And Wallace, when the production went to talk to them about using their town, and they were pretty frank about what they were going to do with it.
Yeah,
the town council didn't give them any real blowback on it. And they half justified it by saying, well, Mount St. Helens did this to us. As long as you clean it up, they'll be okay. But from what I've seen from behind the scenes, yeah, it was just a whole bunch of coordinated vacuum and cleanup efforts.
Okay. I think the worst of it may be models anyway, when it's literally blanketing. I love how the helicopter jumps right in front of him.
Mhm.
Nothing's going to stop Pierce in this one.
No, he remembered where his plot armor today.
Yeah, where are we? Top of Exeter. Does that help?
Yeah, how does that help Pierce? He's been here like 2 or so weeks. Unless he's delivering pizzas, I doubt he knows exactly where they are.
Yeah, and he tells his group of friends I've been there just less than the time he has. But they got maps, people. No internet, but they got the maps. Yes, there he goes. Yeah, I love the stunt. It's fourth protocol with the car going on the train station platform. Nothing's going to stop Michael Caine. Oh, my Lawnmower Man spits. I saw Stephen King's Lawnmower Man in the cinema. I saw the Lawnmower Man on VHS rental. After he threw a fit.
2 different things.
Enough. They look the same. Oh yes, Pierce was going to be in the allegedly crappy Cliffhanger reboot, which haven't heard a thing about it since they keep announcing it.
I don't remember liking the original Cliffhanger.
Get off my channel.
I like Slice Stone. Don't get me wrong. Just that one, for whatever reason, it just
It's got the best trailer ever, as well. I do like My Blue Heaven. Do you know My Blue Heaven's Rick Moranis, Steve Martin gangster comedy? Okay, it's early 90s. I'll let you off. Oh yes, Mars Attack has a young Jack Black in it with a shaved head. Where's the? Yeah. Oh yeah. See, we're getting a cause for you to get off the channel.
No, I have a lot of crap opinions that people keep calling me out on. So.
Oh, don't blame him for removing his name for that shower shit. Obviously, Michael Myers hasn't seen the sequel.
I always remind people, however bad you think a film can get, it can get worse.
I don't understand how I know they're cheap films, but still, there's not much call for a Lawnmower Man 2. All right. That stuff looks like it get in your eyes.
See, it is kind of funny to me because you have all this ash showering them, and then 5 minutes later, when they get on the acid lake, none of this is there.
Yeah, it's the same place, but it stopped. Mm-hmm. Stop looking at me like it's my fault. The landslides wiped out the entire road, but luckily he's got a snorkel. So I don't see where they're getting this power from, because it shows him plugging in.
I imagine they have a backup power generator they bring with them.
I guess, yeah,
like this.
Saying that. Right, so here comes the lava.
Yeah, these are the only visuals in the film that I'm just like, this really feels like the 90s.
Better. Some of the volcano, but I think that's because they used practical for a lot of the volcano stuff, lava in that. I think just get it right texture, chuck some bits in it.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different types of lava too. So
yes, do you like Hang On if you don't like Cliffhanger?
Have I seen Hang On?
It's the same thing. It's just the poster for Cliffhanger says Hang On in massive letters, and it says Cliffhanger in small text at the bottom. So a lot of people rented it back in the day as Hang On.
Oh, okay.
Hang On was a superb movie, exactly. I know Steven's going to do Casino Royale 67 watch party on his channel.
I could be talked into it, but like, I need a good group of people to watch that with. That one's hard.
Yeah, I don't think I've made it through in one sitting.
No, when I first watched it, I certainly didn't. Nowadays I can, but like, it's one of those, like, I got to prep myself for that. And I'm one of the people that regularly put. I've gotten some flack actually from people on my channel for including the unofficial films in my rankings and
I know,
videos and whatnot. And
technically they can't.
I'm just like, well, they do have things that I like better than some of the official films, and I think it's kind of fun to see where they end up with. So,
Yeah.
I am very familiar with 67 Casino Royale, but even for a Bond fan like me, I'm just like, it really depends. But yeah, if you want to watch Party of 67, I'd be happy to do it. I just need other people to do it with.
Yes, even Jeff, the Bond fan, couldn't make it through 67.
Yeah, whenever somebody
game.
tries to argue any of the official movies are like the worst Bond movies ever made, I kind of like CR67, a couple of things in it better than the officials, but like, make no mistake, it's bad.
So yeah, this science fact film, because they said if the water was that acidic, then it would be putting off gases that would kill them in the boat anyway before eating the boat. Row you. I do like how it eats the propeller though. Would rather get hit by a truck than watch Mamma Mia.
I kind of felt that way too. My wife's actually a really big fan of Mamma Mia, but that's because she grew up with ABBA. I did watch the sequel though, and I will say that is actually a decent movie.
I have seen it, but I can't remember a damn thing about it apart from Cher.
I don't blame you. I went to watch it not just because my wife wanted to watch it, but Lily James is an actress I really like.
Yeah. Has she done much recently? I've missed.
She had quite a few things that she did for a while.
She was
trying to remember what was
the
last thing.
The next big thing. Ramones. Yeah, it's a comedy. Yes. If you've seen Stephen Hopkins's The Life and Death of Peter Sellers, suggests that Peter Sellers was trying to do Bond's Casino Royale straight, but then.
And I'm considering at some point doing a review of The Life and Death of Peter Sellers. I really enjoy that movie.
I did. I've seen it. Well, I saw it the second night. I interviewed Stephen Hopkins, but we didn't end up talking about it, which is a shame because he's done a couple of biographies. But yeah, it is a good film. If I don't know how accurate it is to his life.
Oh no, but just I like Peter Sellers in general. I'm a fan of the Pink Panther movies, so it was just interesting to watch him go through this and then be played by Jeffrey Rush, who is a chameleon of an actor.
Yes. Yes. But yeah, it didn't paint him in the good light at all for the whole thing. But okay, here goes Grandma, everyone.
Yes.
She's about to.
Okay, so how come Pierce's hand doesn't show up with at least some burns?
Yeah, I would have taken, this is hurting me, sort of thing.
I know. Well, he does exclaim at one point, but like we see his hand later, it's perfectly fine.
Just got a bone sticking out of it, but
well, yeah, but that's not because of the acid.
But yeah, he's got a waterproof coat on us, so it's obviously acid proof as well. We're sinking. That's not helping, boy.
Yeah, no. The way that Elizabeth Hoffman plays this with all the screams, it's disturbing.
It is. It goes proper horror for this bit again, like it did with the teens earlier. But yeah, as it needs in these disaster films, that someone's got to go. And then we get, the Thing guy later, Harrigan or whatever his name was. Yeah, and it shows that Pierce's bit was working. I don't think she helped by much. Children.
She really didn't.
And then she takes the long way around because she can't climb up on the pier. And then slows them down because she's dissolving. Ooh, there you go. In my opinion, No Time to Die is worse than Conceal.
No. I think people are too butthurt by Bond dying in a terrible way in that movie and a really bad villain, which I don't disagree with.
Well, yes.
Give me No Time to Die 5 times over before I watch Casino Royale 67.
Yeah, because I came out to that one. It does have its issues, but yeah. Look at her legs. What legs?
Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs.
This is going to traumatize the kids so much, but yeah, watching her dissolve into a puddle. It's where they should have gone. Yeah, they were 2 meters from the jetty. Pierce was, if they were all helping, it would have been, she didn't need to get in there. But then it's a room in the car for her anyway. So this is the National Guard turning up the next day. So they've evacuated the town just to come back into town, I guess, to check for people.
Dutch film buff. Yeah, it's each their own, but I have a 42-minute review that explains exactly why I don't think it's a really bad screenplay. Really bad screenplays to me do not come together as thematically cohesive as that film does. And it is pretty cohesive in a thematic sense. I'm not saying that it means that everything works across the board, because I think the death is one of the most contrived things in a Bond film, and that's saying something.
Yeah.
But I can think of so many other films. And, I talk about this with my friends when we talk about the Star Wars films, however bad some of those get. I promise you there are a bunch worse.
Attack Force. Oh, Attack Force is better than No Time to Die, a Steven Seagal straight-to-video film. Oh, dear. It's kicking off. How did we get onto Bond films?
Because I'm here.
But so yeah, because will the new set of Bond stuff be a official Bonds in the listings? So will that just be separate from the Eon Bond? So that makes it a fair game for everything Bond to go in.
Well, yeah, that's that also makes me feel a little bit more justified about having the unofficial films, because for a long time you could just justify them as unofficial because Eon didn't make them. Well, is Eon still technically involved with these? They sold creative control over to Amazon. I don't know if they're going to have any production logos or anything.
Yeah, it's very interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, it will be interesting. But don't worry, however much you hate No Time to Die, there's going to be another Bond film that comes from Amazon that I promise you will hate more.
Yes, because they'll do something like Casino Royale comes out, everyone loves it, so they think.
Yeah, and then just everybody sours on the new thing. It's a cycle.
Yeah. Was it Die Another Day? Then it soured on, and then Casino Royale.
Yeah, and I have seen plenty of people that stand up for Die Another Day.
Here we go. So the bridge is out. We got everybody out. How do they know? There's a lot of buildings collapse and everything. And then...
Yeah, I'm not sure.
They just turned up, and now poof.
I'm kind of glad that they don't go to the really obvious place of like there's a child stuck in a building somewhere.
Yes, I was expecting that when I saw it. I thought, oh, someone's going to be left in town, aren't they? But yeah, this flood is. This is a miniature. It looks great. Normally, sometimes with water, it doesn't look right, but here goes the dam. There's a lot of water heading into town.
Really impressive miniature. Yeah, that VHS that you have that has the 15 minutes of bonus feature, they do talk about this.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen that. I've probably seen it on the DVD, but not.
Yeah, the DVD contains a longer version of that same documentary.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll see it. That's the trouble with VHS with extras. You have to watch the film and then go to it. If you want to just watch the extras, you have to fast forward until you find it.
Yeah, I did really enjoy that. The later stage VHSs that started to include some of the bonus features.
Oh, here you go. Somehow he knows how to hotwire a car from his days in Dublin, I'm sure. He wasn't always a good guy. But yes, the game. Everyone's giving that positive.
007 First Light.
So is that the first thing out now? Because I don't know if that game show counts, does it?
Well, no. Most people that I know that have watched the game show don't like it, and I haven't bothered.
I haven't.
It just didn't look that interesting to me.
No, I felt sorry for Brian Cox, who thought it was going to be a Bond film.
Right, which he would have been a great choice for a.
He would have been.
Villain. But yeah, 007 First Light will be the first thing official Bond with Amazon on it, because it did start. It started up when No Time to Die still hadn't been released yet, because they confirmed that they did do a set visit to that film when starting to make this game. But it's the first Bond game we're getting in 13, 14 years. It's
I was going to say it's been over 10 years.
Yeah, the last one was 007 Legends, which is the only one of kind of the more modern games that I haven't played. Mostly just because I have a hard time finding it. I'd like to find it in the wild and do it that way, because I want to see if I can get it for like $5 or less.
Yeah. I've been waiting for it to turn up.
But yeah, I actually watched the 30-minute showcase the other day, and it looks fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Because I started playing, was it the Quantum? No, the Quantum of Solace game. Well, we did that, but it didn't have much. It was all right. It was okay. I didn't have much time to get through anyway. But he's dropped in the water and then hit by a bridge. Never mind. They just don't know what to do.
Yeah, your guys in the comments, Ian and Michael, just saying, should have stopped Bond things. if you guys are okay with 27 films, fine. There are countless books and comics that do much more interesting stories than some of the films have done. There's plenty of things left to do, and I mean, if Sherlock Holmes can have 105 other films and Tarzan can have 75, why not Bond?
Give a Bond a break.
No, I'm okay with him taking a break. Although the 5 or 6 years that we're getting now has proven to be fairly long.
Yeah, it was right. Yeah, 2019 they made it, didn't they? Then it delayed it for 2 years.
Yeah, and it would have been released in April 2020. Then COVID hit, and it was the first major film to get delayed. And so then we had to wait a year and a half for it. And I think that actually did sour quite. I've heard some people say that part of the reason that they don't like that film is because the wait made them anticipate it more and more, and it hurt even more. And I get that.
Mommy, we're stuck in the lava.
Yeah, and then the dog shows up, and that's
I don't know where it's been the whole time, I guess.
Well, we see a shot of it running out back behind the cabin.
Yeah.
But that's the last we see of it.
Somehow it's avoided all the dangers.
Yeah, that's one resilient dog.
Pierce is slapping the dashboard. Come on, will you? Of course he got grip. There's Ruffy. Huh? On an island of something. Boulders.
Yeah, I would say that, like, if I had to watch a dog actually be burned in lava in this film, that would instantly turn me off to this.
I think forget about the dog. Just let it run out in the wild. Or dissolve it.
I'm a dog person, so that would hurt.
Yes. But now they're in town. They got the no tires. All the other cars are under ash. But yeah. Oh yes, because we've got to wait for Dune 3, I guess.
Yeah, I'm really curious. Because like when Eon did it, they usually wanted someone who was available for the very next thing. They usually wouldn't wait too long. The only time they did wait was Sam Mendes for Spectre, and look how that turned out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not sure how much longer it's going to be for Bond 26.
Yeah, because they're rushing Superman 2 out, aren't they? And that's
Yeah.
2 years still, so that's rushing it.
Yeah, I would have been fine with waiting 3 years on that one, but here's hoping.
Oh, yes. Hey, do you know what's wrong with Wolfie? Wrong film. Wrong Hamilton film. I was going, what's wrong with Wolfie? Yeah, we've only got one chance of this. But yeah, now getting Terminator 2 quotes. So yeah.
Words and pictures, just wait. We're about to get to the big explosion. That was
yes.
the warm up.
It's yeah, because it doesn't get hit by lava, does it? It just gets the blast and
yeah.
Then everything's safe.
Which ashfall on a city can be very devastating.
Well, yeah.
Don't get me wrong. But when the pyroclastic cloud hits.
Yeah, I love how it's
this
the readout on the screen.
This is hilarious to me.
Predicted. Boop, boop, boop. Arrows are coming out. No, they're not going to see. He's got his elf. Well, I'm guessing it does more than flash a red light on their systems back home.
Yes.
I guess the red light just means it's on and working. And then they can check something else. Yeah, here we go. Boom. And how fast does that thing go? A car with no tires is not going to outrun it.
It can go... there's a variable amounts of distances. I think the fastest it can go is just below the speed of sound. But it usually goes at about 300 or 400 miles an hour.
Yeah. That is the pyroclastic cloud. This is the worst special effects in the film. It has her reflection on the car window and the scene because it's obviously faked.
Yeah,
and it just
I love the visual of it, but I think they overdo it in the film.
Yeah, they show it at least 2 or 3 times. It just don't look bad, kids. I don't know.
Yeah, what are
it's not bright or anything.
It's not going to do anything.
Yeah. If it's going to hit, it's going to
knock
you flying anyway. It takes a truck out. Looking back isn't going to help her. Might get broken glass in your face before you're smashed to hell. Yeah, so the dog thing is in Independence Day as well, of course. And there's a few other films. I can't think of... There's no dog in Twisters. There's cows. No one gives a shit about the cows. But yeah, save the dogs. The effects are great in this. Yes, Mike. Yes, they are. Back when
I think the most justified reason I've ever seen for a whole film about going off on revenge and killing a whole bunch of people is John Wick.
Yes. Poor puppy.
Exactly.
And then he gets another dog and then just gives it away.
Yeah.
You say a lot of filth, but it might be the worst. The dog scene is truly epic. You only got one chance of it. So long. So yes, they're assuming they're the worst. I'm guessing, yeah, because the evident collapse behind them, they're perfectly safe from whatever else is happening, I guess. Because it doesn't say, after that explosion, that's it. It's happy.
Yeah, no, volcanic eruptions go on for hours and hours. So the living cloud of death is still probably doing a number on them out through here. But I try not to think about this too hard.
Of all the disaster films, this one does have the best science, apparently. They did try, but yeah, of course.
Yeah, it still takes a lot of liberties, but yeah. How that pyroclastic cloud looks and what it does to a town, that's pretty accurate.
All right. It's what town is it now? Yeah. It's long gone. Hey, Mr. Gen Z. Yes, the diorama miniatures are amazing work. Exactly.
Oh, they absolutely are.
And sadly missed.
Yeah, this is one of the earlier films from James Cameron's company, Digital Domain.
I was trying to remember which one it was.
They had done True Lies and Apollo 13 before this. And, this film comes out February 97. Obviously, Digital Domain did a lot of the work for Titanic. So this is even before that. And yeah, it's still a stunner.
Yes. Now, where the hell is it? Why can't I see Dante Speak? 6.1, so it's still well received. What was the budget? It was quite... Yeah, 116 million.
Yeah, which I think may have put it in the top 10 in terms of budget for the time.
Yeah.
It was an expensive movie.
But it's all on screen, and it would have cost twice as much now to make it even, because CGI is cheaper.
To give you a context, what was the number you said? 116, 117?
Yeah.
Okay, to give you guys context, The Phantom Menace was being shot the year this was released, and that was $115 million.
Crazy. Oh, we have to wait till March 28th to see this in the UK. Not too far behind. Too low, 6.1. Yeah, they took points off for the science. Oh, there was a dog in Twister. The dad died saving it. There you
go. Okay, that tells you why I don't remember it.
Yes. Like an ID4 where they're still using miniatures before they turn to wanky CGI.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, blowing up buildings for real, or little buildings at least. Saw it twice on the big screen. There you go.
This section with Pierce being caught in the truck was always my least favorite part of the film.
Yeah. Oh shit! My arms hurt. I've got to get to this truck while the cave-in's happening. He does get enough to be killed with all those rocks hitting him.
Oh yeah.
Now, should there have been a tacked on bit at the end where they are happy fishing in the Caribbean?
I would have preferred that for a better last shot, because again, with just how obvious they're doing this with Mount St. Helens, I really resist the very last shot of the film, because that is clearly St. Helens.
Oh yes, yeah, they admit to that, didn't they, in the making of? Yeah, we just said.
You don't even have to have it admit. You can just take a still of that, take a still of the north side of St. Helens where the crater opens out. It's the same mountain.
Are you sipping whiskey in your little bottle?
No.
But yeah, he's got a broken arm with a very bad break. But he's soldering on. Oh, he just man fixes the box by kicking it.
I do love that.
Because that wasn't the issue with the robot earlier, that it was just interfering with the signal or something. But yeah, it wasn't that it needed. The robot still didn't work without that attached. Yeah, I was fooled as well, because I've probably seen footage, but I don't memorize.
Yeah, no, this is entirely just me being the fun police on the thing.
An expert.
An enthusiast. There's a difference.
No. Oh, he's trapped. Yeah. Oh no, Pierce is gonna die. James Bond's gonna die. Because it's apparently, what's it take 2 days for them to get just to him?
It's okay, Josh. We all have that film that we'll die on the hill of. I dare say I have too many, and most of them are fairly recent.
I was going to say, I don't, but yeah, I can see some now, Dead Heat.
because I think I've said in the previous watch party on here that like my low bar is like disaster movie, Meet the Spartans, Son of the Mask. Those are my worst films. Anything that you guys have brought up that I have seen, no, they're not that bad.
No, though I don't think I've seen any of the.
Those to me are
movie
the only things that are close to unwatchable.
Yeah, that's why I daren't watch them. What have I watched? There was something. What did I watch this week? Probably won't find it now. Well, I've been watching those horror films based on like Disney films. They weren't bad compared to some other stuff. Must have been further. Oh, Replicator, as Josh will hate me now. Have you heard of Replicator? Let me give an example of the level here. Let me just grab this poster, and then you can bask in its glory. Right, let's move that one. Oh yeah, see, it started. If this poster doesn't sell it to you, then nothing will. There we go. Enjoy that for a second. There you go.
That just looks awesome.
Erotic sci-fi romp, although it's yes, it's nothing erotic about it. There's a few boob scenes. That's about it, but yeah, there we go. Oh, Life. Oh, the Life. The Alien ripoff that was allegedly going to be a Venom prequel.
Okay, yeah, that's a solid choice for worst.
The only support these fan theories of Bond being a code name, I think. Oh,
yeah, that's referencing a previous comment even made that like Bond should retire like Captain America and hand the 007 designation over. I would have been fine with that, but some people who hate No Time to Die really hate that aspect of it with Nomi. So you kind of can't win here.
Yeah. Oh dear. I put Replicates now on the list. You might get some fun out. It's so bad. It's fun, but it's
yeah. I remember in college some of my favorite times were watching like asylum movies with my roommates.
Yeah, they do try, bless them. It's like have some star sitting in a room at a desk. The name of them they can put on the front, and then just film him having phone conversations with the other characters. Well, yes, he's still Bond. Yeah, Pierce has said recently, give me a call if you want me as an old Bond.
As much as I would love to see Pierce back, just to have one more shot, I also want to see Timothy get a fair shake.
Yeah,
but
damn,
I don't know. Part of me is just looking forward to seeing whatever Denny V does next. I don't know. In between Bonds is a really weird time to be in, because I remember some of it between Die Another Day and Casino Royale and all of the crazy theories that were going on at the time about what was going to happen.
Yes, it's got me thinking back to 89 to 93.
Yeah, before you guys had anything that led up to GoldenEye.
It was just, the old newspaper article, new Bond cast was about it. That's where you'd see it. And so all he's got is like a simple cast or you guys ready to go?
Yeah, for being stuck in a truck for a couple of days.
Yeah, it doesn't even have a drip or anything. He's that much of a hero. Just manned up, walked it off. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the music to this because it's one guy who I can't remember who did the theme.
James Newton Howard did the theme.
That's it.
He was supposed to do the rest of the music, which didn't end up happening for contractual reasons, I guess, and it went to John Frizzell. And once again, I'm one of the only people in the world, I guess, that owns the double disc soundtrack of this thing because I love the music that much.
Ah, yes, because they released a half-hour version of the soundtrack,
which gets most of the big stuff, but like, yeah, no, I got one of those extended things that got like virtually every cue plus the alternates.
Right.
Yeah. And that's actually what scores most of my Dante's Peak review because the copyright bots aren't going to catch them.
Yeah, I've noticed that with extra music, they don't catch it.
Oh yeah, no, that happens with me, and I'm really glad that La La Land Records is putting out like all the Bond stuff, because a lot of my videos, when I can get away with it, I'm putting in all the extra cues that they don't catch.
Let's have a look. Who's in the stunts? Jack Gill. He's, I think, I can remember Andy Gill or is it Jack Gill? I think Jack Gill I've interviewed. I don't know if we talked about this, but some look. Plenty of stunt people and helicopter pilots. I don't see, was it BJ Worth? And there, Gene LaBelle was in this, of course he is. The one that choked out Steven Seagal.
Yep.
Allegedly. Or probably. But yeah, we got a lot of credits for back in the special effects and art directors. Set dressers. Second assistant to props. But yeah, right. No, we're not sitting through the extras.
No.
Oh, get Lazenby back. Someone said there he is. Just jumped up.
Now that would be a twist for the ages.
Well, yes. I don't know. Would having an old Bond as a Q, M work? I don't know.
If I was going to cast anybody as M, I would have cast Timothy. I think he'd make a swell M, but I don't know. I think putting in a past Bond actor into a new film is too much stunt casting. It's gimmicky to me, and it's going to take me out.
It would have spoiled Skyfall having Connery.
Yes, but that wasn't the first time that they had suggested having Sean Connery come back, because by the end of the day, Lee Tamahori talked about doing that, and thankfully somebody put the kibosh on that.
Lazenby is still with us. He's retired from Ed, I think.
He just made an announcement that he was retiring from just about everything.
Yeah,
because his health is getting pretty bad.
Yeah. Because I think it was last year, he was the quickest no I've ever had to asking for an interview. It was like his agent or something within a few hours. Normally it takes weeks to get any response, but yeah, it was an instant no. And it wasn't even going to be about Bond. Yeah, I just celebrated his birthday the other day. Oh, nice. He might be 85. Yes. I guess Timothy... Is Timothy older than Pierce or younger? I think
Timothy's older.
He is older, isn't he?
Timothy was born in the 40s, I think. Brosnan was early 50s.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think I dodged a bullet.
Yeah, I heard about that interview. Jeez.
I haven't heard about what is he not very nice or
no he's
stories?
Australian.
Oh yes. So he just speaks his mind.
Yeah, he's very much that kind of person. And if you catch him at the wrong moment, and they did.
George must be around 100. That's it. I was
the conversation with my friend after the movie, asking his girlfriend, what did you think of it? Because we had a conversation that, like, other than the original Jaws, there's like no really good shark movies. You get a couple which are kind of dumb fun, but not to that level. And when it comes to volcanoes seems like a natural fit for a movie. And like, point to me a good one where the volcano disaster is like the main thing of it. And this and Volcano are like the only two movies I come up with.
Just having a look at the list. Of course, Deep Impact doesn't. Pompeii, I guess, counts, but no one remembers Pompeii. You got Volcano Fire on a Mountain that also came out in 1997, and it mixes both films up, I guess, a volcano and a fire on a mountain.
Yeah. The only other volcano movie that I can think of is that I really liked is the 1950s version of Journey to the Center of the Earth with James Mason, and that's not even really a volcano movie.
Okay. Got Destruction Los Angeles from 2017. Dracano from 2013. I don't know if that's just to play on something. Super Volcano with no date. That Surviving the Mount St. Helens Disaster on Disney Plus. That's a documentary. Behemoth from 2011. Lava Angeles. I don't mind Lava Angeles with Steve Guttenberg. It's from 2015. American Pompeii. Sorry, Apocalypse Pompeii in 2014. I haven't seen any of these. Geo Disaster. 2012, I guess that's technically volcanoes. Eruption LA in 2018. San Andreas Megaquake 2019. And Skyfire in 2019. So, yeah. Not much choices there. That are sometimes. Films. Oh, here comes the making of. There you go.
Yeah.
Spoilers. Take you out of it. Pompeii. I don't know if you know that. It's a 70s British comedy series. I guess not. Oh, I usually watch Gareth at double speed. Fine. I thought Gareth had binned it without saying goodbye. Did I drop out, did I? Or did someone?
Yeah, apparently it stuttered.
Lousy internet. Right. Let's wrap this up. Frankie Howard as Bond. There you go. That sold. Oh, Miss Money Penny. It was that sort of humor. All right. Thank you, Stephen, for your time.
Oh, thank you. This was kind of a surprise. I kind of expected another Bond thing, but Bond adjacent, sure.
Well, you shouldn't have done a review then to remind me of this film.
No, I'm more interested in doing something if the rest of the internet hasn't done it before, and I feel like I could do a decent job at it. And Dante's Peak, there's a few reviews of it, but nothing in depth.
No, I couldn't find any.
The closest you get is Oliver Harper. He did a nice retrospective of the thing, but
he did.
That's about it. So there will be other movies that I will be reviewing that almost no one else has done, just because I can.
The Detonator series, I'm sure.
Actually, the next one, not the video I'm working on right now. I'm doing another Bond video right now, but another movie I'm thinking of reviewing is Cecil B. DeMille's Union Pacific, which I hear almost no one talking about.
What was this? Union Pacific?
Yeah, Cecil B. DeMille during his heydays. It came out 1939, and it's a Western done at about the same time as Stagecoach. He did a movie chronicling the first transcontinental railroad. Here in the States. Okay, Josh, I will rewatch Cliffhanger. It's been long enough. Yes. My usual rule is if I haven't seen it within 5 years, I tend not to try to give too much of an opinion because I don't feel like it's fair.
Yep, there you go. We can join his Patreon or whatever and just demand a review.
Right now, I just have a Discord.
Okay, Discord.
And we chat about this, that, or the other thing.
How good?
Yeah, and the big plug for the Discord is that I tend to drop my videos early on there.
See, I still have no idea how Discord works. I have it, but I keep forgetting how to learn it.
Yeah, and the lovely thing about doing Discord is like when I do my watch parties, they don't get recorded, but we can actually sit and watch a good quality version of the movie together.
There you go.
Though I do think you have a rather inventive way to let people know kind of what we're watching.
It's good enough that you can see where we are in the film, but not good enough that YouTube's what I was really took a bit of
It's great.
wiggle room. Right. People are saying about So yes, Fourth Protocol. It is on my list to do that one. But technically it's not a Bond. But yeah, Steven's review will be replicated. Who knows? He might watch it, he might love it.
Maybe. It sounds like a fantastic erotic time.
There are topless ladies in it a few times. I don't know if that counts as erotic. Especially the way it's done. But let's say goodnight. Yeah, good show, Matt. Oh, Death Wish 1 to 5 quintuple watch party next.
Ooh.
That's you need a half a day for that one now. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Ian needs to watch. Ian doesn't watch sequels, so he's missed out on some good ones. But mostly.
There are decent sequels, but I don't blame you, just as a rule, not doing a lot of them.
This movie was erotic with its flowing eruptions.
I'm not going to kink shame anybody.
Quivering love. Right. So yes, me and Jeff are doing Hunt for October.
Now that's a good movie.
When are we doing that? Oh yeah, I haven't replied with a date. There you go. That's why. So tomorrow night it's 90s action, martial arts actors and their movies. So got about 1,000 films to read off tomorrow night. But and yeah, there will be more Seagal. I think Nico and Fire Down Below are on the list for that. Yeah, there you go. It's up to me. See, I'm in charge. Right. All right, let's go. Everyone, good night. Steven's got the rest of his day to enjoy. Loud noises coming in with my exit video. Take care, everyone. See you tomorrow night.